I have gone through the last 4 years of school, and I did not apply for scholarships until my very last semester, and I was pleasantly surprised to be able to have not one, but 2 scholarships. And now I wish that I had actually taken the time and put in for those scholarships.
At the transfer orientation, I actually learned that people don't often apply, so my first big advice would be just to apply. I was definitely nervous and thought that I wouldn't qualify or maybe I wouldn't get picked, but I just went for it anyway, and it actually ended up working in my favor.
It doesn't hurt, even if you qualify for maybe some of the some of the scholarship, or you're missing one piece that may not apply to you. It's definitely good to apply anyway, because sometimes they may give an exception if your other parts of your application are good.
At first, I'm going to be honest, I was very generic. I started responding the questions in a way where I believe they wanted to hear what they wanted to hear. But then I came to a point where I actually started being honest, and I started writing as myself and just coming from the heart. I think that made my application stood up.
Even if you don't think it's, you have a very interesting story to tell, your story matters and it is important.
There's something wonderful about each and every one of us. Take a lot of time to think about what you've done in your life, the different maybe extracurricular or different volunteer, or even if it's not anything specific like that, your upbringing and your life story. I would take time to reflect on that and kind of pick apart at what sort of things reflect your character.
I try to focus as much on about my why. So what drives me to do this work? What impact do I hope to have?
Talk about things that you're interested in, your hopes, and be honest about them, because those that read over scholarship applications are looking for that, and they want to find students who are determined and just truly authentic and understand who they are.
It can be awkward to sell yourself, but you got to learn to sell yourself. I think seeing the positive in yourself and communicating that is a useful skill, so it's like helpful for scholarships, but in the bigger picture it's also important to be able to do that just for your own well-being.
High impactful writing is a way that you can really get your story across, and ensuring that every word on that piece of paper or document that you're typing is important. I think you'll have a higher chance of receiving a scholarship in the long run.
You don't need a 4.0 GPA to apply for scholarships. All of the scholarship applicants, they all offer something different, and the donors, they're looking for something unique for their recipients. Maybe you're involved in a club on campus, or Greek life, or you do volunteer work, or maybe you really do focus on your academics. There's something for you. I feel like we get too caught up in, I need to have straight A's, they're not going to care, I can't write the best essays, they're not going to choose me. But in reality, there's opportunities for everyone out there.
Just think about the times that you took initiative to be a leader within your community, whether that was like inside the classroom or outside the classroom, times where you stepped up, you led other people, you shared your creativity and your ideas, and you really felt like you had a voice.
Take the time and just apply.
Apply early.
All these things require 30 different forms, and each form requires a lot of legwork and can be intimidating and overwhelming at first, but I found that if you just approach it one thing at a time, you'll be able to have a lot of success.
You just have to take the time to actually go through the process and complete the application. And those are things that I force myself to do.
Have their work proofread and have trusted others double check it.
There's basically a standardized or centralized website. It will help you kind of drill down on what areas of scholarships you're most eligible for. Managing the time around submitting everything, I think, is the most important piece.
Read through all of your options and pick the ones that really speak to you and feel like you connect with. It'll make it easier as you write your essay because it'll already feel like you fit in to it. So for example, when I saw the Marion Silker Scholarship for Arts and Education, I thought, oh, like I do arts integration in my job now. That's something I want to do. Like a lot of the things that they were listing felt like that fit who I was and wanted to do. It didn't feel like a stretch. So it makes it easier to write fluently, write authentically. Take your time, really think about what you want to say, and good luck.